have a few things on the to-do list. We did actually manage to get this experiment going where we could get different factions to fight each other and see where the balancing is and why. And yeah, it's a good way. Make the enemies fight each other to see which one is stronger. It's not that simple, but I think it's a good starting point. The other thing, so the title of this video is to add this little feature where you can respawn, you can re-roll your artifacts or upgrades by spending beans, right? Because I think that's a good feature. The other thing I ought to do there is kind of taper the, so as you get magic beans, so as you get points towards magic beans, it gets more and more each time to the point that it becomes quite grindy. It just gets to a point where you just don't earn beans fast enough. And I want to try and fix that. I want to try and like make it so that there's a limit. I can't remember where that is. I think that's an HUD. So HUD beans. Really? And then so we show. Where did I put it? So I've got to go magic beans. Current profile.magicbeans++. This is from the chest. This is from leveling up. This is from the game over screen. Okay. So points threshold. Should be like, it should only go, it should only really go up until it hits a certain point. It should get more and more expensive, more and more points until it reaches a certain point. I'm going to just make a little debug, which is so save load.currentprofile.points threshold. So I'm just going to go into title screen. Save load. Okay, so we'll just load the game and then we'll say what is the current point threshold. Just so I can get an idea. Because yeah, you want it to be quick straight away, like you level up a lot, and then you get to a certain point where it starts to become a bit difficult to get new beans. Unreachable code, I don't know what that means. I'm sure it will come up. $98,000. Okay, well that sort of makes life a bit easier then, because I can sort of say, okay, if the threshold goes above 100,000, then stop. And otherwise, I can be a bit more generous with points at higher difficulties. We may change that. That could change. But for now, greater than 100,000 equals. That should do it. Nice round number there. Oh, still a bit coldy. Okay. So spending magic beans to, so we have artifact rerolls. No. So now I have to remember where it is. I think it's going to be yeah, artifact. If I just type artifact, I'll see it somewhere. Character. Options. Artifact UI. Okay. So we'll go into our prefabs here. We should have artifact button. So first I'm going to do the graphics to make it so that it is possible. Okay, it wouldn't be artifact UI, so yeah, but let's open up artifact UI. Good old chest is still like defaulted to open. I need to sort that out one day, although not really. I could just need to remember to turn it on when I'm finished here. Right, so we have our reroll button. Can I grab that, please? Yeah, could have just opened it, right? And this is, yeah, I mean, this isn't something that I like spawn or anything, so this is just a normal button. And what I can do, so I can go in there and so this text will tell me how many rerolls I have. But if, so I'll pop an image, and this image will have the bean. Is it really not? Magic bean, there we go. Yeah, 25 by 25, nice and small. And I just want it to be really clear. So if and in this case, I mean, could that number just be that, and then we just have the bean appear over here? And then we just mess with this text. I was thinking of making another text just so it's aligned, but I think it's fine. Just put the bean in the corner and say now it's going to have like a minus value. So reroll button, reroll text. Text equals reroll, start to string. Okay, so we'll do a public image, the game object, reroll UI, reroll image, magic image. And we'll do if rerolls is greater, generate options. If rerolls is greater than 0, . else. We'll do magic bean set active. And we say, then we'll have a little int called this should probably just be a private int. Reroll cost equals 1. Okay. And let's mess with the text there. Reroll text. Equals color dot black. Just to make it clear, like, yeah, you've got this many rerolls, but you can spend magic beans. And it's like in red and it's got a minus, so it's like you are spending your precious magic beans to do this. Excuse me. Just checking it over. Snotty in my nose or something. Alright, yeah. Working with a cold, it's fun. Okay. Reroll cost dot to string, yeah. And then that's just displaying it, and then reroll, we've already got that happening, but if rerolls else if save load dot magic dot current profile dot beans magic beans is greater than reroll cost, else do nothing. So first of all, minus equals reroll cost goes up. Should it double each time? Or should it just add 1? I think adding 1 is fine. Don't want to be too harsh. I want people to be able to experiment. Like if they've racked up a few beans, they can just make damn sure they get the artifact they want. Should we have a 2-hour design meeting to determine that? That's how big companies do it. No, we just say, no, 1 is fine. 1 is fine. Let's give that a whirl. I feel like a lot of the time, big game design meetings, they're like people will spend hours and hours in a room saying, is chocolate with banana tasty? And I mean, we kind of know that the answer is no, but they'll spend ages doing that, and it's like, have you considered trying it? And then you can immediately know that it doesn't taste very good. Have you considered trying it? And the time it takes for you to sit there and think about it and come to a decision, you could probably just make it and try it. And if you do that, then yeah, I don't know. Like, just we don't know. We'll see. We'll try it like this, and if it becomes a problem, we'll try it like this, and if it becomes a problem, we'll change it. Right, so save load to magic beans minus equals reroll cost. So And I think in each case we want to generate options. Yeah, if we're re-rolling, generate options. That's it. We've re-rolled. We charge the beans. And then we increase the cost of the re-roll. That's that. Hello, darling. Thanks for joining the stream. It says there's no viewers, so you must not actually be viewing. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so we've done our re-rolls. Oh no, that's my... Right. Yeah. So this should work. I don't know if this is something that should be unlocked. I don't know if there's a... I don't know if there's a... Like, do we hide the reroll button if you haven't got any rerolls? I think... Well, yeah, that should work. Okay, so reroll with magic beans. That's now possible. Is it explained? I think it's pretty clear. I don't think all these games explain that. It's just like, yeah, it's going to cost you a bean. Yeah, thank you, darling. This is my very nice, super high fidelity little green magic bean. I think we could do a bit better than that. We could do a bit better than this UI. I think it's very important to have, like, just for anyone making games, it's very important to have, like, a really simple version of your UI that doesn't take long to make but still looks okay, to then build from there. Because, yeah, we can, like, I quite like this sort of general look, but that bean could be a bit better. Like, this is a magic bean. It should be a bit more, like, zazzy. Okay, let's remember to turn this back on. And I think it's this that turns off. That's how it just should be, but that's what you get for trying to vibe code. Vibe coding, I think everyone should try it. I should turn this off. I think everyone should try it. If we could see how unbusy I am. I think we should try vibe coding. But as in this case, like, it can just do things that, like, I've learned not to do this like this anymore. I know that that we shouldn't be messing with the root object. We should be messing with an object within it, like nested. But I just kind of did what the AI said, kind of trusting it. And it just makes mistakes. It just copies over mistakes. I'm sure it will get better. But at the moment, it's like vibe coding, like, you can't rely on it. You can't rely on it. You're better off doing the thing the way you know how, rather than copying someone else's mistakes through a filter of hallucinations and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, but, like, it's really good in the sense that you can learn things. Like, I think I've learned things that I didn't know by getting AI to code the same thing that I knew how to code. I would say get the AI to do it, and the AI would do it in a way that was better than what I thought of sometimes. How do I know it's better? Because I can code, because I learnt to code. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so make it so you can reroll artifacts and upgrades using magic beans. I'm going to call that done. It might break, but I'm just going to assume it works, and I'll add it as a bug if it doesn't work. Yeah, so I'm actually really excited to start my next project. I always am. That's a trap. But what I mean is, like, yeah, I think I got pretty good at coding in some ways in this. I did some things really badly and stupidly, so the structure of this project is all over the place, and it's not very easy to navigate. But, like, every time I feel like I could do it better. Someone in the stream here actually said you get better at coding by making lots of different games. And I think that's probably true. Okay. So where were we? War beans to do. Okay, and so when I had these characters fighting each other, they would just get totally stuck. I feel like that's because they lost their team or something. So let's go back to this experiment. So what should happen is that nobody... Oh, hello. Nobody targets me. Okay, yeah, I need to assign my bloody things in the editor. I always make that mistake. It's such a rookie mistake. It's very silly. Just get my artifact UI and get my reroll magic bean image. And I should probably name it, right? Name it the same thing. Okay, back to title screen. And yeah, so after a while, some of these characters just stopped in their tracks. They wouldn't even reload their weapon. So I think something went wrong there. I think they fell out of their team. And I don't know why. So we have, let's just do, before we press play, let's do a bit of investigation. I think it's time to close some windows because it gives me a headache having too many open. Right, so GM. And what am I looking for? Yeah. Character. Actual character script, and then on spawn. And then okay, so I think what's happening is when targets are getting respawned, when characters are getting respawned, they're losing their team. So enemy spawner team equals. So that should be happening. And team, I probably should have just made a class for team so I can like identify it, but like team debug.log. What am I looking for? Team.add character, yeah. Character.team equals team. And then the team of the enemy spawner is set correctly at the beginning. So why team equals team, yeah. Team.add, yeah. Like why does that team suddenly disappear? So let's go debug.log team.count. And actually I don't really want that yet. I just want to, well yeah, let's just go with that. And let's test it and see what happens and try and figure out, because I don't know, I don't understand why would it not be adding them back to the team properly. We got the same. Oh, I'm sure. Oh. But they're different. Killer reset. Do I have killer reset twice? Killer. Oh, okay. Killer mana. Do I have killer mana? Oh wow, interesting. Silly mistakes we find. Okay. Let's do search for mana, just to get the wording exactly right. Chance to gain. So, killer mana. 25% chance to gain. And then, what was it? Yeah, mana. Vengeful mana, that's different. But holy mana, hero. So to give hero 1 mana. To gain 3 mana. To give hero to gain. I think give hero 3 mana and kill. Hero gives 5. Hero gains 5. Okay, don't need to worry about that too much just yet. Like, I would like it to be consistent. Give hero some mana. Because you could say gain, but I just like that makes me think that if like a rogue gains mana, you'd think that it would gain mana for them, especially like a wizard, right? But wizards don't actually have any mana. Only heroes have mana. Okay, let's sit back and watch. There we go. The goblins have it. And eventually we're going to start seeing them like not... Is it that... I mean, I just don't know why this wasn't a problem before. But maybe I did change something. I do quite enjoy watching these. Okay, here we go, here we go. We've got some. And I'm pretty sure these are like recycled ones. So what does that mean? Like object pooling, there's about 50 of them. 50 goblins that are just kind of recycled. And I reckon it's when they get recycled that they decide to like stop. Okay, so why isn't this one doing anything? So where do we actually so it's the character, attack timer. All right. So I'm a bit lost because I really don't know why. So okay, yeah, but that's a different one. Attack timer minus equals time dot delta time. This should probably be done somewhere else. This could probably be done in the character update. So we have a goblin with a weapon. That is a scimitar. Where is it? Weapon dot attack timer. So where is attack timer? Does it not? Is it not available? What visible one? Weapon dot attack timer. Hide in inspector. Why is that hidden in inspector? Okay, but we know that this one's weapon is so it's like it's not updating. So why would it not update? Oh, a target is okay, it has to have a target. Okay, so that's that. It's not so that's why that, because it doesn't have a target. Okay. So the goblin has a team. And I want to check now. Am I on my team? Is the goblin on its team? Yeah, so this goblin's on a team. Okay. And they're all on the same team, along with these guys who are actually doing stuff. So why are they just simply not doing anything? Because the logic is there. I mean, so this is a big bug. This must be something that I've done recently. I just don't understand what. Like, yeah, this is their team. This makes sense. But I'm pretty sure it's when a unit is recycled that it's just losing. So it's on a team. And how does the logic work? The GM goes update all targets. Oh, what? Okay, have they been added to the wrong team? Yeah, none of these are coming up 0, so they're all getting added to the right team. So I'm gonna have to do. God, I'm terrible at writing switch cases. It just doesn't come naturally to me. Switch team dot team if case team equals gm.c dot team 1. Okay, what's the problem here? Do you mean team is equal to that team? If team is equal to gm.c.team1, no problem. So what's your beef? Okay, fine. Do a switch. Do an if case. I mean, like, can I find another switch case and find out if I'm like writing this wrong? Do I have to like open brackets? Yeah, but I'm not asking for a. Okay, yeah, no, sorry, that's me just misunderstanding. No, we just need to say case is that. No, really? Case constant value is expected. What do you mean? Switch, and then you go case and then the thing. And if it's that. Okay, fine, we'll do it like this. Do it for team 0, even though we're not actually doing anything with team 0 at the moment. I just want to see if that's happening. Like, none of them should be joining team 0 or team 4, team 3, I guess. Yeah, okay, let's try that. So because this is what I think is happening, unless that's like. And here we got the adding buff. It's not some like weirdness on them of like, yeah, they've got movement speed. Yeah, just really bizarre. I don't know why. And then in on spawn, is there anything that's going to be like interrupting that? Like, okay, it's got to be this. But that's setting targets, like that doesn't. Like that's this annoying thing. where I can't see who their target list is. So it's probably not that they haven't joined the wrong team. It's that that their targeting is balked. So when they're spawned, they set targets. And we go through all the teams, and if we're not on that team, then that's added as a target team, right? So why? And it's just really annoying that I can't grab a character and see who its targets are, because Unity just can't deal with. So anyway, if anyone watched yesterday's stream, this is just a rehash of that. It's just like, why can't I see a list of lists? Like, why would that be something that you can't show? Like, how long would that really take to sort out? I have to do some, like, so I don't have to do some funky workaround. Because if I do some funky workaround, it's just going to make my code even more messy than it is. Goblins seem to be winning it a lot now. I think that's just chance, though. Yeah, I don't. So there's clearly not any issue with them being added to the teams. Don't need this debug anymore. There's clearly not an issue with that. The issue is no one's joining Team 0 or Team 3. So the issue has to be in here, I think. On spawn, set targets. And because it's like... I don't know what's causing this. Made a silly mistake there. It's not going to tell me which team they're targeting, but it's just like, oh god, why can't I just see it? Why can't I just grab the character and see? Because it's not hidden, it's just there. It's just the inspector's like, oh, a list of lists? That's too crazy. Which is funny, because if I did it through the class system, like, why can't Unity display list of lists in the inspector? It's like, it can do it, it's just you have to do it in a roundabout way, but that means, that just tells me that it can be done. Okay. And I'm just going to do something as well. I'm going to reduce the units pool, the max units, because I think that's going to make them recycle quicker. Okay, there we go. So, like, yeah, I really just want to see a list of lists there. Like, that's all I want. And if I have to change it, it's going to be a pain, because, like, there's a lot of things that depend on it. Just so I can see it in the editor. Like, I'm going to try and fix this bug without being able to see it in the inspector. But it just really annoys me that I can't see it in the inspector. Like, just fucking why? Okay, we just had a soldier spawn. Okay, let's clear that. So yeah, all the new soldiers. Soldier spawned and targeting team 1. Soldier spawned and targeting team 1. Why is nobody targeting team 3, I wonder? So Goblin, team 0 and 2. Ranger 0 and 1. Soldier 0 and 1. Why is nobody targeting team 3? Is that because it's not on the team list? Oh, for God's sake. Where is that? Yeah, okay, that's not on the team list. Could that be causing the issue? No, I don't think so. So just why when they get recycled? So they're targeting, they have their list of teams. And just for whatever reason, they are just not. All the new ones that get spawned are just frozen. Just so baffled. Like, it just really annoys me that we couldn't just have, like, can I not just grab this guy and see who his targets are, if he's actually got any targets? So update all targets. So where might this be a problem? It's dead? Did I like delete the bit where is dead become... No, because it's not a question of the targets. Like, it's just it spawns fresh and just doesn't... Oh god, it pisses me off. It really pisses me off. It pisses me off because I can't just see... Like, my brain keeps going back to, have they got any targets? Are they targeting any teams? And that just constantly interrupts my thought process because I'm like, oh, well, I can't confirm that, so I don't know. And then I'm trying to think of other things it could be, but I really can't. Like, what? So... Okay, let's try with that, and at least we can get to this bit quicker, and let's just see if that's happening. Like, I just really don't want it, because, like, so I can do this, apparently. I can do this. It's like... so I would make a class called team. And then if I have a list of teams... And then if a team is a list, it's just like, if you can do that, then why can't you do it there? Like, if you're able to display it, what, like, really, what is the issue? Like, what could possibly be the issue? So we have a class. So I make a class which is a list of characters called team. Okay. So... public class team. Is that right? And let me just copy paste this basically. So public class team, and then we open close brackets, and then so a team is and then so yeah, I just have to change so much stuff to see that. So then team list Oh, don't give me that. No, I thought I was here. Yeah, so a team list is actually a new list of teams. This is just so tricky. Team. I've forgotten where my buttons are. And then I have to make this so team 0 equals new team. Like, this is bullshit though. This is so awkward. And then how do I do that? So new team. Just, okay, what's wrong with that? Oh, for God's sake. So team. Like, this is just so annoying. Like, why do I have to do it like this? Like, because I'm gonna want to like roll this back after I've changed it, because I just think this is untidy and unclean doing it like this. No, I'm not doing this. This is so stupid. Why should I have to do this? Why should I have to do this at all? Like, can I not just see a list of lists? I'm gonna have to do it. It's gonna be easier to do it like in UI, like just click on a character, like make it so I can select a character by clicking on them to start with, and then like I could do one which is like so target list. So it's like set targets. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a list of targets, list public, list character, target list, list character. And then when we add the character, and this isn't the one he uses. This is just so I can see it. So annoying. And then yeah, I'm gonna make a little note. Put weapon cooldown in GM. So now if I select him, we should see a list of targets. Which won't update. Like it won't change as targets are added or removed. Okay, we're gonna get it soon. There you are. Okay, so this one spawns in. He's got targets, so it's not like he's not getting these target lists. So it's just, I mean, it could be. Again, my brain just goes back to like, yeah, but it could for whatever reason, like just why isn't this happening? Why? Like, I really don't understand. Just, okay, character trying to target. Okay, do we get any more? So, I mean, I don't even know what I'm looking for here, but I think soldier joining team 2. Okay, I don't think we need this anymore. But, like, the soldier has joined. And he's targeting. But I don't see any soldier. Okay, so we can do one which is, yeah. So because all the soldiers, I think, yeah, all the soldiers are stuck. The soldier, I can't see any soldier. So the soldiers are indeed not trying to target anything. Like, we're not getting here for soldier. Like, it's just so annoying. So frustrating. Rain. I must have. Okay, here we go. Soldier has 0 lists. So they're not. See, this is what's fucking annoying me, is that if Unity had it so that I could look at a list of lists, I would have known this straight away. Like, so why don't you have any fucking lists? Like, why? Why not? Why the fuck not? Really, why the fuck not? Just like on spawn. So like, do we get in? Oh, for God's sake! Ah! Like, let's just see if we even get here. Like, it's just so fucking annoying. Like, just really have no idea why this isn't working, but it's just frustrating, like, having to go uphill to figure out the problem. I mean, I'm blaming Unity for my own. It's like, it's going to be my own error. It's just annoying that, like, really, you couldn't have sorted that out. You couldn't have made it so that we can just see. So yeah, setting targets. This should happen 10 times, and then we should start to see it mess up. No? I think as we do max units plus a bit. When do we start seeing... Is it times 2? Wait, no, hold on. How many... So we've got 5. How many goblins do we have? 20. Okay, so 20 is the number. Okay. So he's spawning He's setting targets. So when they're spawned, they set targets. So that's happening. And let's look at this one. And this one spawns and... Oh, for God's sake, the canvas, like, really... Yeah, so he's got a list of targets. So, like, that's happening. But then when we get round to here, he doesn't have any target lists. Spawned and targeting team 1. Target list to add team. So this is happening. It's just setting targets. Like, that's definitely happening. But then when it gets up to here, Soldier has 0 lists. So, like, why? Why? So then we get to the Soldier. And it says that the Soldier has no lists. But when he's spawned, he has the lists. So when does he lose them? And why does he only lose them if he's new? Oh, God, I'm not enjoying this. When is he losing the list? And why is that only and it's only happening when he's freshly when it's recycled. Update all targets. Yeah, Soldier has 2 lists. So why... Oh, God! Oh, why? The fuck does it reset? So when it dies, it loses its target lists. But then... Oh, like at what point is it losing its target lists? At what point is it not? So do I have to go through each of these and just see, okay, make artifact explosion? No. Target list add team. So this, yeah. Like of course, like, it gets here, and then at some point, I should stop getting pissed off, because it is just going to be something silly, like, when they die, it gets cleared. Yeah, that's fine until they die. I mean, let's look at, like, on death. If team is not equal to team 0. Yeah, so if you're... Drop an item. Is there something in here that's to do with... Nope. I reckon it could be this. So target list equals character.target lists. And then for some reason, if we're clearing it, so, because I think this is one of the like random changes I made for each target, each list. And I think I can even let's do this over here just in case. I don't think there's anything funny, but we can go into very recent save assets, scripts, and my lovely tidy scripts, and we have weapon container. When did I start? Weapon container. I'll just open it in bloody. No, I hate all of this stuff. Sign in with this or that, the other. No, just leave me alone. Yeah. Just, can't it just, okay. Set targeting type. Yeah, so we had this like roundabout thing for each list character. In I guess target list in target lists in character.target list. Target lists add character. No, target list. And I think that's it. I think that's what's happening. This is like, oh yeah, we're pointing to the character. Let's clear that. And then it clears the list. I think that's got to be it. I don't know why it wouldn't happen on spawn as well in that case. Don't fully understand it. I think it is weird. But let's give that a try. Because yeah, basically we're clearing the character's target list. And then we're like referenced because we've pointed to that. I think it's like, I think it's something like that. I reckon that's it. Oh god, I hate coding. Ugh. I hope that's fixed it because this has really annoyed me today. Okay, when this ticks over 20, that's when we should start seeing frozen soldiers and frozen goblins, or it's fixed. I think it's fixed. I think it's fixed. Oh god, what an annoying bug train that was. Like, just again, just like really feels unnecessary. And just could have been so much solved so much quicker. Like, I could have solved it quicker, sure. I could have not made that mistake in the first place, sure. But it just really annoyed me that that just so much extra time was added because of bullshit. Because of, like, basically just bad interface. The Orc team, the Green Beans seem to be winning consistently now. But it's not that dire. I like that the big orc can just take on a whole bunch of rogues like that. Okay, let's see how things escalate. Okay, looks like the humans have. I mean, I think if there can be like a recovery, then the game is well balanced. There was almost a recovery there, but I think fundamentally that this is quite a good unit over here, the totem. Like, that totem is, like, I could help by moving away from the totem. Oh dear. I mean, it's not that bad, but yeah, now that, like, now that the totem's there and, like, no one's dealing with the totem, it means that the orcs are just at a huge advantage. Oh, it disappeared. It ran out of time. Okay, then we've got our lord there. Okay, interesting. Come on, get him, get the guy with the big axes. Wow, okay. I mean, I'd say this is fairly balanced. In fact, now the humans are like, but the humans were losing. I mean, are some of the human units just that OP, maybe? Yeah, those guys are dangerous. The Warg Riders. The paladins keep units alive. Oh dear. Yeah, he got one of them. I feel like we haven't seen Tower, but I have in other ones, in other runs. Okay, I'm going to cut this short because we want to turn the units back up. That's why it's kind of getting a bit boring towards the end. We want it to be like packed with units. This is cool. It's a nice milestone seeing this. And it's like, yeah, maybe the goblins are just much harder to play as. The orcs are much harder to play as because just the classic goblin scimitar wasn't as good as the knight sword. Seems like the orcs have it again. I don't know why. Like, whoever gets a bunch of archers first tends to be the winner. Whoever gets to clump some archers. Yeah, that's twice in a row the orcs have kind of really won the early game. I feel like a squad of humans is more powerful, like between the healer, the two different types of mage, and the bannerman, like they just end up being a more which tracks, that makes sense. Like these little tightly packed squads of humans can do quite a lot. See how this develops. Oops. And I'm going to just clear some of these debugs because we have solved this problem. We don't need to debug it anymore. And what else have we got? Got the character doing its target list. We don't need that anymore. All right. Yeah, it does seem like the green beans have the upper hand, which is funny because I thought the problem was that the green beans were just not as good. Yeah, that Lord and that Shaman having it out, that's really cool. The Lord's just a bit oh no, yeah, okay. Now it's getting real. Now it's getting real. A couple of packs just spawned on top of each other. Yeah, okay. This is a battle. This is happening. Yeah, cool. Oh, that bard. He could have done a lot of good, but he just got killed by a pack of wargs. I mean, it's certainly shit is happening, and I don't feel like one side is doing particularly better than the other. Like, it could go either way. Although I do think that the green beans are winning. But that's kind of good, because that means that the green bean army isn't fundamentally worse than the human army. They really need to take out that totem. Oof. Are we on high speed? Okay, go on, Paladin. Show them what you got. Oh no, it's not Paladin, it's a Knight. starting to get a little bit of... So when you see characters start attacking the floor, that means they haven't like updated their targets. Because that sort of happens as and when the computer can handle it. Yeah, I mean, so there's a few places we can optimize a bit. Yeah, I mean, the Orcs have been winning this whole time, so that's not what I expected. I expected the Orcs to be well, like, I'm happy that the Orcs are winning, in a way, because I felt like their faction was just generally weaker than the humans. So that might be a hero issue. It might, like, that's what I mean by, like, balancing is really, really difficult. Because it's not just making the numbers match, and it's, like, there's so many variables. To, like, why would one team win over the other? Why? Is it because, like, there's so many, because it could come down to the upgrades. It could come down to, like, the hero power. Like, how do these things affect the way the battle goes? So like, people, I think a lot of game devs put a lot of stock in, like, spreadsheets and stuff. Like, oh yeah, make sure it's all balanced there. So I just think that's a fool's game. It's like, you can write up a recipe for something delicious and list every recipe out perfectly, but you're better off just tasting it. Okay, I think the upper end of Blade Master might be a bit too strong. Weapons. Well, blade. I think that AoE might be a little bit. Oh, really? Okay, 4.4, 4.8, 5. Okay, let's just go 4.2, 4.4, 4.6, 4.8. Looks rather big, doesn't it? It's probably because of the size of the character. Hello? Can I come back, please? Can I come back to Unity? There we are. Dear. That's not good performance, is it? Pull initialize for Shaman 3. Soldier 3. Like those that shouldn't be an issue. I'm not gonna worry about that now. I've had enough stress this morning over that. Looks like the humans might actually overcome. Anything I can do to improve performance will be nice. It is running quite slow because it's running out of Unity. Just do a quick look at the profiler. It shouldn't be this slow. But I feel like this is mainly Unity. It's not Unity's fault. Oh, the profiler is open. That's gonna affect performance. Right, scripts. So what script is that? Oh, don't full screen it. Okay. So there is still more optimization to be done. I'm going to leave that there because that's... So the orcs were winning, then for a minute it looked like the humans were going to win, but then ultimately the orcs won. is what it looked like. I think totems are very powerful because totems are hard to kill and they've got the buff, and because they stand still in a funny way. But then if you're a player, you can target the totems, so it's an interesting balance. Yeah, scripts. That big dark blue there, that means that my script isn't good enough. But also, if it's like physics and animation, there's not really a whole lot I can do about that. Except for like zoom in a bit more or something. I think people can, I mean, you can of course lower the max units and have the game run beautifully, but I'm trying to get it to run at this level too. So Shaman 2, that is getting added. So why would it not have Shaman 2 ready? Who knows? We'll figure that out later. That's not one I'm worried about right now. Okay. Okay, so now we can do this experiment anytime we like. Characters are getting stuck. No, we fixed that. Test big battle. Nah, I'm alright for now. I'll test it when I need it. I just want to remember I have it for when that comes up. Self-targeting weapon and going upside down. I could pin in that. And then we've got back to SFX, visual effects. Each character should have a list of friendly targets. I don't know if that's necessary. Weapon cooldown in GM. Yeah, okay, so that's just one little thing I can do. So currently, weapon container. Weapon attack logic. So I'm going to put this. I basically want to take this, all of this, and put it in the GM. So weapon attack logic, and this is like, so we've got this bit. Update characters, which basically just goes through each character and like does this kind of stuff, and it's purely for animation. But yeah, I think what I've done here is just made a fixed update. So I can do an experiment. So for each character, if character's not dead, if character's this player. So we have a bunch of this stuff. Do we not have a list of weapon containers? Character sprite rendered or weapon containers. Maybe they should. Okay, so we have and then we're removing the update from a whole bunch of things. Probably just weapon equals. So let's just undo a bunch of things here. Okay. And I feel like that should make things a bit smoother. Update characters, and I wonder if this could just be a fixed update. So where is, do we have fixed update? Yeah, we do, and that has all their movement in it. Let's just keep it how it is for now. Okay. kind of want to just... Yeah, what is this unreachable code detected? Can I get it before? No, never mind. Don't know of any unreachable code. All right, let's try a different map. Really? It's taking that long? Okay, so we go if weapon is equal to null, or we then and we say if, and then we have to do this stupid wc.weapon dot names it's just silliness. Checking jobs online, not much going. Whole bunch of new ones added. Alright, I'm going to go for a pee while these guys get on with it. I'll just stick around to put them on double speed. Let's get rid of some of these. What's going on? Okay, so whatever I did for the attacking, that's not good. All right. So yeah, that didn't work. I think it's just too slow. Like it's just... Wait until we're not paused. Oh, God, my cat bit me last night. It's just taking too long. So for each character, it's just, yeah, this is like, but surely it shouldn't take that long. Like that shouldn't be breaking us, should it? Let's just go back to planes and try this. Like that shouldn't be causing that many issues. Did we lose the bit where... minus equals time. Does time dot delta time not really work outside? Okay, well let's try this. Let's try this. Let's put this in fixed update. Let's just put this in fixed update. The whole thing. Because I think fixed update is like, yeah, you use it for physics, but actually I think you should use it for a lot of things. Because why not? Right? Let's just take this part with the... Yeah, because I don't think we can do a time dot delta time in there. So weapon containers. For God's sake, update characters, and we have for each weapon container. Yeah, and it's this part. Okay, we'll just keep that as it is, and we'll go fixed update. And then we're doing our move towards what are we checking here if the first weapon isn't null? What has this got to do with the weapon? Oh, I see. Okay, I'll just pop it here. So that's movement, movement. And then we say for each weapon in character dot sprite renderer dot weapon. So character is indeed that. If weapon is not equal to null, and then we can do time. So that should just work. And okay, that should work. But I've got to go. I've got to go get my son from nursery. So thank you for joining. See you later at 1 p.m. Nice one. Hey.